Okay, so welcome to this message today. This one is going to help you reframe exchange. It's going to help you reframe money. It's going to help you reframe time. And it's just going to help you see in a different way whatever is blocking you around these aspects of your life right now, right? So, money is time. Time is money. Money is energy. Energy is love. Money is love. Time is love. The key differentiator is the quantifying of that exchange. This is the key thing because the exchange, I'm speaking to you, generational curse breaker. You've experienced pains that you can't even explain. And people look at you and just see strength and don't understand, would never, if they had to actually hear what you have gone through, their mind will change on you. But what I'm hearing is don't let certain people know your pain because there's certain karma that has to play out for them. Because in life right now, you need to surround yourself with people who don't need to know that you've gone through pain to understand that you go through pain. Do you know what I mean? Like as if you're immune to it. So there's that. And now I need to remember what I was talking about: exchange, energy, time, and money, and quantifying it. The quantity of this exchange would be related to one, the symbol of love in your life. Symbol of love in your life and symbol of money. So I want you to look at who symbolized money in your life and who symbolized um, love in your life the most between your parents or whoever it was, and observe how they exchanged love and time with you. Energy exchange. Your energy exchange is also based on if your whatever your guardians or your parents or your grandparents, if they were your guardians, that energy exchange would represent love, affection, time, money. All right. Now, I'm speaking to someone who grew up with narcissistic parents. What you would have gone through is love that had to be quantified through making them feel good. And even if you did try to make them feel good, if you had siblings, you were compared to them and it just wasn't enough. Because one, you must remember that was your sacred contract that you had together. That was your sacred contract that you had together. There, you had to come into a home that would help you realize who you are through the experience of who you are not. And the whole mind game is to take this energy with these group of people that are, for some, apparently connected to your bloodline. Remember, we are just stories. You don't really know how you came here just because, we are told this is how you came here, right? I'm just saying for some of you, you'll know what I mean by that. And let me just loop back. Just try to take these loops and really just reel them in and align them all so it makes more sense. Okay, guide us, spirit. Where were we with this one? Where were we going? Let's just take a deep breath. There's a lot of swerving. Okay, so what I'm picking up, there is someone who experiences ADHD, and you are struggling with how to manage your ADHD. And I need you to understand that this, what they would call as a disorder, is a way in which you understand the divine. Now, I need you to understand very clearly that there's nothing wrong with you, okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You simply haven't had the support to help you understand how your brain sees the world. You probably went to a school that had like this linear pathway, and it was like regurgitating information, and it would have appeared as if you were either slow or not the brightest spark in the room, because your brain articulated information through linear and cyclical pathways. So the only reason why you are struggling right now is because you didn't have the correct support. And two, you are also trying to mold yourself into a pathway that is not recognizable by your sacred geometry. So I need you to understand, I'll keep repeating these through these messages in different ways. There is nothing wrong with you. You have come to realize who you are through who you are not, or through the experience of who you are not. So a lot of people that you grew up with are a representation of who you are not. But because religion comes into play and politics comes into play, they would want to politicize your mind and take control of your body. So then it comes into performance. So you probably know love and exchange based on performance. And when you didn't see the joy on their faces, it articulated to you that you aren't good enough. Now I need you to understand, you have been choosing every single decision, even if it feels like you feel disempowered and they have been choosing, or your conditioning has been choosing on your behalf. You are choosing it. That's your power. There's a path or a part in your life where your higher self knows it is doing this on purpose. And sometimes you will forget that you are doing this. And I'm here to remind you that you are forgetting that you are doing this, but you are remembering because you are here. So do you get this position? You are in between two worlds, which ultimately is one world, because you are someone who is going to be able to hold space for both. And I'm seeing this like yin yang sign where it says, where basically the representation is with the black and the white dot in between the black and the white. It says there is good in bad and there is bad in good. Because if you exchange something bad, like you do something out of bad intention, someone is going to see something good from that, because they're going to be inspired by what not to do, right? And then the other way, someone is going to be inspired of what to do when you do good as well. Even if you do bad, it's going to ripple effect into something that allows the network, because you must understand just the way in which the roots, the trees, nature is rooted. Sort of, if you think, I'm just getting this image now of like our bodies, our cells, and the like how we are weaving each other and we are calling each other in through certain extents. And it's like the when the seed starts to what's the word? I don't know why I'm getting the word populate right now. But let's just run with it. Populate. As it is populating, it is also rooting itself downwards. It is rooting itself diagonally, sideways, and then vertically upwards. So we are experiencing ourselves as whole. And wherever you are, whether you are starting your journey, you've just seeded something and it's rooting downwards, doesn't make you bad. This is how you need to see the world right now. And that's why I say that if you didn't have the correct support, it would make you feel that you aren't good enough. And then I'll go back to saying you are choosing everything, even the aspects of where you feel disempowered. It's on purpose. So I need you to almost like stand firm in your decision making and go, actually, I'm choosing this. They're not choosing it for me. And I've chosen this character to feel weak at this particular time because there's a particular time in my life where I'm going to have had enough. And I need to have that feeling because of the way my energy is and the way in which I see the world. I almost have to a certain degree, not everything, but definitely certain things, is go through the process of elimination or go through the process of I've exhausted all my possible options. So I'm getting that as someone like you or someone like that rather, that you are someone who likes to almost exhaust all their options so that when you leave knowing you've tried and it's not you. But here's another thing. Here's a question. Do you have to go through that whole thing to realize that? Just ask yourself, do I have to struggle to know that this is not for me? Sometimes it would be yes, you need that. To certain things it would be definitely not, I can walk away from this. But no one can stop you because ultimately you are choosing. You are your oldest ancestor. Okay, so take back your power and reclaim that. And when you get to know thyself on a deeper level, you get to go, I am the one causing all this into existence on purpose. So I need you to almost like today, look at yourself in the mirror, whatever you're going through, speak to yourself and say, I know you've caused this. I know you've caused this pain on purpose. Show me why. I'm ready to see why. I'm ready to see why. I'm ready to hold myself during the truth of what gets revealed in this why. And I'm willing to no longer escape. I'm going to lean into my fear and I'm going to pierce through it to understand past that veil is excitement. It's my higher self calling me in. So some of you start leaning more into your fears. Get excited and allow yourself to be embarrassed. I need you to understand we need to go back to that childlike mind where as a child, there's a whole lot of things that you don't know. But if you look at children, they just explore. It's like, so what? The only reason why they would feel embarrassed is if someone tries to tease them because it doesn't look quote unquote normal to how a certain group of people are doing it. But I'm telling you, everything that everybody is doing is normal to them. That's why they're doing it. So don't ever try to correct someone. Just slip away. If they can't see that they're disrespecting you and you need to teach someone, unless it's a child, like walk away for some of you. Some of you are in heavy arguments. I'm just seeing like there's like a couple like you're just like screaming at each other, and I'm trying to like the sense that I'm getting here is like it's your inner child screaming, like both of you are trying to remind each other of who you are, and it's getting so intense. And I need you to understand, instead of wanting them to change, they are helping you realize what needs to change within you. Life is not about helping people change. You think you need to help them, but ultimately you are helping yourself. And that's why I like what Jim Carrey says. He's like, I wish everybody can become famous to realize that that's not what you really want. And I look at my journey and all these different characters that I've been. I mean, I thought I was going to be like a swimmer. I thought I was going to be in like in the Olympics. And then, that changed everybody's expectations. Like they were just like, what happened? I thought this is what you're going to be. Then I became an engineer, and I thought that was going to, grow into something where I would be that boss babe and I'd be able to like own my own construction company. And then that thing just fizzled. And then there was a part where I thought I was going to be like a pianist, and well, for a very little while. And then that fizzled, and I thought I was going to be like a singer, and that circulated back from when I was a child, right? I thought I was going to be a teacher. That circulated back. I thought I needed to be like a healer, like in terms of the way in which you just want to help people so much. And I just realized the fact that I wanted something is because I wanted to give it to myself. So for some of you, you need to start becoming selfish with your time, with your resources, and you need to start pouring all this energy and attention that you're giving to someone that you're trying to control their love for you, for them to be able to see you, hear you, and acknowledge you, because that's what we all want. I'm hearing there's a period coming for you of deep isolation. And remember what I said, past the veil of fear is excitement, because it's your higher self calling you in. But the fear, you need to move past the illusions. The illusions are all the programmings of all the people, and like the TV, your phone, your scrolling, all that inspiration and all that suggestion is latching onto you. You've thought that is you, isn't. It was just here to inspire you. That's why it becomes so important when they say you ask God for patience and you get a line at the bank. The reason why is because if you are given it, you would give it away and then you won't have it. And then you're going to just keep going on the chase. And what happens is, as soon as you ask for something, it's already there. The fact that you've asked for something, I'm seeing this like this veil and this like tower, something like a towering something, tower moment. Maybe some of you are going to have a tower moment right now and you're going to be like, oh, MG, this has been in front of me all along, which literally it has. So I'm seeing this like image with this like veil, and it kind of seems like murky, right? And this murkiness is almost like this new opening of your consciousness. So as I say this, needing to clear my throat, some of you need to speak up clearly. Okay, you need to speak up and use your voice in some particular. I'm getting journaling, recording your voice and hearing yourself, or actually talking to yourself. So let's go back to this image. I see this image with this like veil, and on the other side is everything that exists. And it feels like this thing that you've been pushing because you've been told you have to work hard. And as you're working hard, money is the root of all evil, and money doesn't grow on trees, and all these narratives you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing. And as you're peeling through that cloudiness, that like sort of like murkiness, what you are releasing is who you are not. That's why I'll say it constantly now, more and more. Your breakthrough requires a sacrifice. Your sacrifice is that which no longer can partake in the new version of you. And then that somehow will lead you to understanding love, money, energy exchange, your time, and quantifying it to understand. Ask yourself, have I been performing this whole time for free? Because that's exactly what happened to me. When I realized, it took quite a few years to realize that I was an unpaid entertainer for my family. Now, some of you might be in that, and I'm still going out of that loop. And as I'm going, I'm just like, release this veil. I see this. I see it. I see a lot more clearer. Because by giving them attention, by giving all my attention to them, I'm paying them. That's why you would have become an unpaid entertainer. Because you don't have to chase money. Money is just on the other side of the illusions of this fear and these projections that aren't you. So ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? And if it makes it easier, who am I not? Who am I not? Who am I not? Okay, I didn't expect this message to go here, but we always just allow Spirit to just take us wherever we need to, because we're all connected here and we don't know what certain parts. I know I'm speaking to someone deeply, and I know this is going to feel like I'm speaking directly word for word with everything for you, for some of you. And for some, there's just going to be certain things that resonate. Always with these messages, unless you want a deeper reading to go more specific, just simply take what resonates and don't make things fit. Just go, okay, red light, green light, orange, red light, green light, orange, red light, green light, orange. And that's it. Don't make this feel heavy as if you're not where you're supposed to be, because you are exactly where you are supposed to be right now. So I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much courage. And I'm sending you all this capacity. You are going to build the capacity. You are going to push past this veil, this illusion of fear that you have, and you're going to move into your wealthiest life, your most abundant life, your most joyful, your most peaceful, your most ebb and flow, so fluid, so light, so loving, so joyous, so full of laughter, so full of lightness. There is that version of you that's going to circle back. I promise you. Your work is to keep working and asking, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I not? Who am I not? Who am I not? And instead of, when you're getting the line at the bank, identify it, that you're gifted the patience. You're gifted an opportunity to realize what doesn't make you patient. Okay, so lean in, dive in, enjoy the whirlwind, cry, laugh, shout, express your emotions. You are allowed. This is your playground. And I just always say, as long as there is no harm to yourself in this process or to anybody else, we are more than good. Okay. Big hug. If you'd like to contribute to this channel in any way, there is information in the description down below.